This is Teachers in Action project by Aaron Stellerini. The 3 different service learning opportunities that I got to participate in as a part of this project was a shoe drive at the UCP main campus here in Orlando, Florida. The second was a spectacular STEM night at Science, Technology, Engineering, and Math activities at Castle Creek Elementary. And number 3 was the Beta Buddies research project, a faction of the Best Buddies program here at UCF. The first event was a shoe drive at UCP. I worked with the entire main campus in fitting each student with a brand new pair of shoes donated by companies like Stride Right, Reebok, and we were able to fit every student in the school with a brand new pair of shoes. And this was actually my first time interacting with exceptional students at all in my entire academic career or college service learning experience with the college education. The second event was Spectacular STEM Night. I was volunteering at Castle Creek Elementary running the 4th grade activity booth at their annual Halloween STEM Night. There were various amounts of science, technology, engineering, and math activities, and ours was concerned with making structures out of styrofoam peanuts to create a structure that would hold a certain amount of weight. It's kind of a scientific experiment to see how much weight a structure that a student made could hold. And I was able to interact with students of actually all grade levels that were invited to this event, and including those with exceptionality. So we worked with all different kinds of students in performing this activity. The last thing that I participated in was the Beta Buddies group. This was a research project for Dr. Hines as she is trying to design a smartphone app for the Best Buddies program. I attended the meetings with the group, and I was in charge of designing a presentation that outlined our findings and ideas for the design of the application. We worked with, a part of our group was an exceptional student who was able to give us a lot more insight on the different things that she liked and different ideas that we can incorporate into the app. And all those findings are in the presentation with the link there. The lessons that I learned doing this project were, first of all, I didn't initially consider the wildly beneficial role that technology can play in the development of an exceptional student. Obviously, I know that technology is a very strong tool in the instruction of students, but I didn't know how receptive to it exceptional students could be and how effective it could really be when utilizing it in beneficial ways. Beta Buddies, for example, of course, it's a great way for students to socialize and be able to connect with other people, but also just differentiating instruction. So by using the same kind of technologies in the classroom can really be helpful. So for example, using text-to-speak dictation, using Skype as a means of alternative instruction are really beneficial ways to instruct students that do have exceptionalities. And non-academically speaking, I learned that each child can thrive on a social level if given the opportunities and resources to make it possible. For instance, with my interactions with the exceptional students at UCP, it allowed me to experience and practice different communications techniques so that they could better understand what I was saying and that they could better understand me as well. I also learned that inclusive settings, such as the Spectacular event at Castle Creek, really do help students thrive academically, but also socially, and that through instruction, I can help foster these skills with inclusive strategies. Initially, I wasn't entirely sure that inclusion was the best ideal in instruction and or developing exceptional students at all, but I learned through these activities that inclusive strategies really are effective and that the differences between students shouldn't be treated as a hindrance or a burden or something even to necessarily adapt to. That inclusion really brings success to all, and to incorporate these strategies effectively will benefit all the learners in the environment.